And as we continue to learn more about the New Orleans tragedy and how ISIS inspired it, there are concerns that the terror group could influence even more lone wolf style attacks. And Dr. Brian Glenn Williams is a professor of Islamic history at the University of Massachusetts, Dartmouth. He joins us now live to discuss. Brian, thanks for being with us. You've done field work for the CIA, written several books in the Middle East, now one on the history of ISIS. Quickly give us an overview of ISIS and what it is they look like today.
So this is an insurgent group that was created in the aftermath of Bush's invasion of Iraq back in 2003. And when President Obama withdrew troops from Iraq in 2011, it stormed onto the world stage and went to conquer an area in Iraq and Syria larger than Britain, with 10 million people on its territory. It was, however, gradually beaten down and destroyed in a 5-year war launched in 2014 by Obama and continued to its completion by Trump in October of 2019. And of course, Trump then went on to triumphantly proclaim that he had, quote unquote, 100% defeated ISIS. But as these events show, and also events in Syria and Iraq show, this group and its ideology are far from defeated.
Yeah, and that brings us to our next point with Donald Trump returning to the White House. What are your concerns and fears about ISIS and the road ahead?
I've worked closely with the FBI over the years, and in fact, I lectured with them here in Boston just a few months ago. And those brave men and women are every week disrupting and deterring ISIS self-starter lone wolf terror attacks like the ones you showed in the video here that took place in New Orleans. My fear is that Donald Trump has claimed himself to be the disruptor in chief, and that he's put another disruptor, Kash Patel, as his nominee to head up the FBI. And Kash Patel sees the FBI as, quote unquote, the deep state for having investigated Trump for taking documents, classified documents, to Mar-a-Lago. Kash Patel claims he's going to close down the J. Edgar Hoover building, the FBI headquarters in Washington, D.C. So my real fear here is that these political appointees, like Kash Patel, will disrupt the FBI's efforts to disrupt future ISIS self-starter lone wolf terror attacks like the ones in New Orleans.
Well, it sounds like you feel like we're more vulnerable in the next 4 years with the New Orleans attack and others that you talked a little bit about. There is an appeal that ISIS holds for some people. Briefly tell me what is that appeal and what makes it so attractive for some lone wolves out there who might be inspired?
Yeah, ISIS has done a remarkable job of surviving their so-called 100% defeat and reinventing themselves as a sort of a virtual terror state or a cyber terror state. And they've been insidious at going online and recruiting disenfranchised Muslims, radicalized Muslims, those who like going into these websites and seeing beheadings and inspiring them to do simple things like getting a knife or a gun, or as we saw in the case in New Orleans or in Nice, France, or Manhattan, get a vehicle and just plow it into people and turn it into a battering ram. And they inspire them with a higher purpose. By killing the infidels, slaughtering the disbelievers, they become, quote unquote, noble soldiers of ISIS. And it gives them martyrdom and a greater purpose in life to slaughter those who they believe to be the enemies of Islam.
A scary prospect, obviously, for us, wow, but also for law enforcement. Brian Glenn Williams from the University of Massachusetts, thanks for being with us tonight. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.